is Wang with Constellation Research. I'm here at Oracle CloudWorld here in Buenos Aires, and we're talking about the cloud. I'm the principal analyst and chairman of Constellation Research and also the author of Disrupting Digital Business, which is being published by Harvard Business Review Press. So, the cloud, what's going on? We are 15 years into the cloud. Think about that. 15 years of innovation from the very early beginnings of where cloud computing has gone, and we are looking at 4 stacks in the cloud in terms of areas that comprise the stack. We start at the very bottom, which is infrastructure as a service, and then we get to platform as a service, then we look at development as a service, and we also look at this applications, which is software as a service. The big trends that are happening right now is the platform as a service and infrastructure as a service is combining. And we're seeing that the platforms and even the developer tools are all going into the infrastructure as a service. And as we see different cloud platforms emerge, there is now a battle for actually not just compute power, not just storage, but also the developer mindset in every clouds. And so what you see is you see Oracle, you see Microsoft, you see IBM, you see Amazon, and you see a number of players like all try to push their cloud stacks. And that's really the battle going forward, especially in terms of winning the minds and hearts of developers on the application development side. And then of course, delivering on the software side, which Salesforce has done in a quiet way. NetSuite has done that in the past, really developing these large platforms, Workday, on the application side. So that's actually the broad trend that's actually happening on the cloud side. Now, more importantly, though, we see cloud evolve into much more than just a technology play. Cloud is actually being used to really drive innovation in businesses. We talked a little bit about how the pyramid is actually impacting how businesses work. And so let me give you a quick visual. When we think about a pyramid, we look at the hierarchy of needs. And this hierarchy of needs is typically a pyramid. If you think about in the individual level, Maslow's hierarchy of needs started out with the bottom level, which is keep me safe, keep me sheltered, and it worked to the very top, which is really about your ego and really how someone felt. The corporate version of Maslow's hierarchy of needs looks like this. On the very bottom level, and imagine a pyramid, on the very bottom of the pyramid is regulatory compliance. And what regulatory compliance does is it allows us to think about don't get me killed, don't get me sued, don't get me fired. And then the next step above regulatory compliance is basically projects that are around operational efficiency. So every dollar of investment, I can save maybe 3, hopefully 2. When we look at revenue and growth, which is the next level up, which is every dollar investment, maybe I can make 5, maybe 4, maybe 3. And then, of course, we look at strategic differentiation, which is really about business model shifts, new types of product introductions, really changes in terms of anything from mergers and acquisitions. And at the highest level is really the brand of the company. Now, this hierarchy of needs on the business side is basically how we allocate our resources, how we think about time, where our priorities go, and where investment dollars are. And as you can tell, if you can break every single business project into these 5 categories, we now have an interesting problem. You are spending all your time on the non-value added areas, regulatory compliance, and cutting costs. And what we really want to do is flip the pyramid by using the cloud. And so where we can automate regulatory compliance with the cloud, where we can change the way we create efficiency using the cloud, where we can aggregate data and insights, where we can take mobile and expand it out using the cloud, where we can use Internet of Things to connect and bring things together using the cloud. The more we can flip the pyramid, the more we have money to do cool stuff. We can think about innovation, we can think about branding projects, we can figure out new product introductions, and that's why it's so important. So this is kind of the setup. We are basically in a situation where most companies are operating with priorities in regulatory compliance and cutting costs. And because they don't have the time to innovate, they're actually the competition is actually eating away at their business. And this is why we said something earlier, 52% of the Fortune 500 have been merged, acquired, and gone bankrupt or fallen off the list since 2000. Now, this is significant because those companies that are falling off the list have waited too long. And this is why it's important to realize that digital Darwinism is unkind to those who wait. And you have to act soon. And this is why it's important to get to the different types of cloud for you to be successful.